Today I'm reading from The Language of Letting Go on Communication, and it says it a lot better than I can. So I'm just going to read it, and then I'll have some comments, and I would love to hear what you have to say about it. And it's on communication. And part of owning our own power is learning to communicate clearly, directly, and assertively. We don't have to beat around the bush in our conversations to control the reactions of others. Guilt producing comments only produce guilt. We don't have to fix or take care of people with our words. We can't expect others to take care of us with words either. We can settle for being heard and accepted, and we can respectfully listen to what others have to say. Hinting at what we need doesn't work. Oh my God, I've seen that so many times. Others can't read our mind, and they're likely to resent our indirectness. The best way to take responsibility for what we want is to ask for it directly. And we can insist on directness from others. If we need to say no to a particular request, we can. If someone is trying to control us through a conversation, we can refuse to participate. And acknowledging feelings such as disappointment or anger directly instead of making others guess at our feelings or having our feelings come out in other ways is part of responsible communication. If we don't know what to say, we can say that too. We can ask for information and use words to forge a closer connection, but we don't have to take people around the block with our conversations. Oh my God, isn't that the truth? We don't have to listen to or participate in nonsense. We can say what we want and stop when we're done. And today I will communicate clearly and directly in my conversations with others. I will strive to avoid manipulative, indirect, or guilt producing statements. I can be tactful and gentle whenever possible, and I can be assertive if necessary. And so the tool that try to use, is the think method before I say anything. Is it thoughtful? Is it honest? Is it important? Is it necessary? And is it kind? And if it doesn't meet all that criteria, I need to keep my mouth shut. Now, I will say when things are at a crisis point, I don't have a lot of time for flowery language. And I don't have a lot of energy for something that I need to say directly. And I will say it directly, and sometimes it hurts people's feelings. But it isn't because I am trying to be mean. It's just that I've taken the kindness out of it, the flowery part. When I tell this to my cousins the other day, and it's like, when I speak like this, it means that I have something important to say, and you need to listen to what I have to say. When I was in IT, that's what I learned. I had to be accurate in my communication because I can't allow for misinterpretation because systems could fail. And that's where I learned it. So people see me as this tough person and sometimes very rigid, and I have to be, because I want to be really clear about what I am saying, and I want you to be really clear about what you're saying without guilting the other person, without manipulating the other person so you can get your way, without trying to be indirect by trying to figure out what they might say and how they'll react. Oh my God, just be direct. And as scary as it is, just go ahead and try it, because it's really important. For example, let's say you have a problem with your mother, and the way your mother communicates to you is really mean. You say, Mom, what you're saying to me is really mean. I love you, but I can't stick around and listen to you anymore, so I am leaving. And those are the kinds of things you can say to be direct. Because if you say, and you hope that she can read your mind, it's not going to work because she hasn't read your mind yet. Anyway, that's what I want you to practice today, is being direct, honest, kind. And stop the manipulation, stop the guilting, stop the controlling, stop the silent treatment, and just be direct in your communications. By the way, I love listening to Jefferson Fisher, who's really good. His link is below. If you haven't seen him on TikTok or Instagram, he's a really great communication specialist. So is Brene Brown, of course. Mel Robbins is really big right now. And so is a new guy that I just found. I can't remember his name, but I'll put his name in the bottom. He's on Instagram as Conflictish. he talks about how to handle conflict. I'm asking you to improve your communication game so we can have a more kinder and loving world. And what are you going to do to be kind today? I love you.